Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm here with another awesome video. We got my top 10 figures of 2022, and I'm super excited for this video because there's so much great stuff that came out this year. It's kind of overwhelming. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you feel exhausted mentally and physically keeping up with all these action figure drops and all these pre-orders and all this money you're spending because you enjoy it so much, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of money and it's very consuming. If you love what you do, though, you should never feel too bad about it. You just got to be responsible and, obviously get something that you actually really want. I do enjoy making these videos, so I'm excited to show you what I got in store for you. This is just some honorable mentions. These are some figures that I got throughout this year that I was actually very impressed and very happy with. They did come very close on the list for my top 10. They're not the ones that I picked, obviously, but they are all great figures. And, some are better more than others in certain aspects, but I kind of chose my list based off my personal preferences and other reasons, nostalgia, who it was given to me by or how I received it. There are a lot of things that came into play when I chose my top 10 figures. But anyways, sit back and enjoy, and let's get to my top 10. My number 10 spot goes to the Marvel Legends Captain America. This guy just hit me on so many levels. The paint work, the sculpt work, the packaging, everything about it was so well done. I mean, he just reminds you of the old good Toy Biz days, and I just think he still is a great figure in general, but the nostalgic factor is what made me appeal to this guy mainly. He looks good, and he looks like the old classic Captain America that we all know and love, and he definitely deserved a spot on my top 10. But number 10 is the Marvel Legends Captain America. My number 9 spot goes to the Star Wars Black Series Dark Trooper. This shouldn't really come as a surprise to most people. I'm sure it's on most people's top 10s if you do like Star Wars, of course. But man, he is well done, dude. Like the articulation, the sculpting, the paint finish, everything about it. So much love went to this figure, and he looked like he was pulled right out of the show. I really enjoyed that show. I'm not like a huge Star Wars guy, but man, I love this figure so much, and he's so much fun to play with. But yeah, number 9. The number 8 spot goes to the Marvel Legends animated series Cyclops. This guy just hit me in so many good ways. The articulation, the sculpt work, the extra cell shading, everything about him was so well done, and I just like this guy so much. He was gifted to me, so I'm very grateful for that. But he looks like he was pulled right out of the show and right out of the comics. This is the Cyclops that I feel like is the definitive version out of all the Marvel Legends we got. And I am actually pretty happy they put him on the Vulcan body because the pinless joints and the body just fits him very well. It looks like his kind of build. But yeah, man, I was super happy. I do love Marvel Legends, and I do love Marvel. So I really enjoyed this guy. Number 7 is the G.I. Joe Classified Battle Android Trooper. This guy is epic. Everything about him is so great, man. The extra, little features, like the extra accessories, the extra head sculpts, the extra damaged chest plate armor that you could take off. It's just so cool, man. You could switch them for like the non-damaged version. You can take some of these off and switch his hands. And just the sculpt work and the articulation on this guy was so well done. I was so happy with him because one, I didn't even really want this guy, and when I got him, I was just so blown away by how well done he was. And when you get a figure like that introduces you into like a new world or like a new section of toys that you never mess with, it's just a great thing, man. And I really enjoyed him, and I definitely think he deserves a spot on my top 10. Anything about Storm Collectibles before buying this guy, and he was a really great introduction into the line of Storm Collectibles. But yeah, man, he gets into some great poses for being such a big beast kind of guy, but that's how he is in the video game. So I'm super happy to have this guy in my collection, and I really enjoyed him as soon as I opened him up out of the box. He does come with like a cape as well, which I have right here. So that definitely looks cool, and it was definitely well done. I even like the paint finish on it. But yeah, man, he's a great figure. I definitely recommend picking him up if you get an opportunity. But the Storm Collectibles king. My number 5 spot goes to the Mythic Legions figure Obscura Headless Horseman. God, that's a long name. But man, I love this figure so much. He's so great. I love Halloween. I love scary stuff. I love everything about this. It's just so much fun. I never got to the Mythic Legions line yet. Don't quote me on this. But I might have to, dip my toes into it, because this figure is such a great representation of what they're all about. This is their own like kind of spin-off thing where they do it with like holiday lore and stuff like that. But he just looks great. The sculpting is well done. The articulation is great. The soft goods is well tailored, and he just looks great. My number 4 spot goes to the Marvel Legends Black Suit Spider-Man. This guy is so cool, man. I think that everyone was super excited, and when they found out the news about this guy coming out, everyone was super happy about it. He's a great figure. He's a standout figure from the Spider-Man suits, and I think he's just an epic dude, and he's a savage in the comics and in the video games and in the movies. The black suit version of the Spider-Man, or the symbiote version of the Spider-Man, is definitely one of my favorite suits for Spider-Man himself. But I could definitely not put him in my top 10. So here he is, the black suit Spider-Man. My number 3 spot goes to the G.I. Joe Classified Sir Pentor. Unfortunately, he wasn't exclusive, so I am sorry to the people who couldn't get him, but this is my personal favorite G.I. Joe Classified figure so far from the line. The sculpt work, the paint applications, the articulation, everything about him is so well done, and I'm so happy to have him. G.I. Joe was something that I knew and loved as a kid. It wasn't my favorite thing. I was more into like Marvel and DC and stuff like that. But just to see these figures come to life, I'm so happy to have this, and I'm so happy to live in a time like this. He does come with the air chariot as well, which is so great, and it's phenomenal. And the whole box and the whole experience itself, opening it up and playing with it, it was just a great figure, and I'm super happy to have this in my collection. The number 2 spot goes to the Mezco 1/12 Atticus Doom Necroverse version. This guy, this guy is so cool, dude. He's so much fun. Everything about him is so great and so well done. They definitely put a lot of love into their Rumble society. I really enjoy when figures like this that I know nothing about catch my attention. All this new, fun, like out-of-pocket kind of stuff has really been piquing my interest. And I'm so happy to have him, man. He came with a lot of accessories, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. A lot of different like weapons and magic effects, and he just has so much fun factor, and the clothing itself is just great quality. But he looks great. He glows in the dark too, which is super fun and super cool, and it's just a well done figure. If you were able to pick him up, then I'm sure you have nothing but good things to say about it. And if you weren't, I'm sorry, because the resale market is just crazy with this guy for some reason. But man, I'm so happy I got him, and I am so thankful to have him in my collection. The Mezco Atticus Doom Necroverse version. And my number 1 spot is the Mezco 1/12 Spider-Man 2099. This guy hit me on so many great factors. He was gifted to me by my lovely lady, so I'm super happy and super thankful to have him in my collection. So he's nothing but a great memory, but he's also a great figure to have, man. I love this version of Spider-Man. This is my favorite version of Spider-Man. I love Latino characters because I am Latino myself. So seeing them in the comics, it's such a happy thing to see when you're a little kid and when you're an adult. But he just looks great. He looks so menacing. The soft goods are so well done and so well tailored. It fits him very well. It's not baggy. It's not too tight. He just looks like he's well done. His suit and everything about him, it just looks so well done. I don't think they could have done this guy any better. He comes with some great accessories, some fun, stuff, some fun web effects, a cool stand with a nice image from the comics. But man, Mezco is something that I didn't really know too much about until 2022. That's when I started, indulging myself into these other line of figures and getting outside of my comfort zone. And he was my second Mezco figure I've ever had. So him introducing me into the line was a great way to start, because he is a great figure, and I can't wait to see this dude on screen in the new Into the Spider-Verse movie. But yeah, man, number one had to go to this guy. I'm just so happy to have him, and man, I just love him so much, because when you have a favorite character come to life in an action figure form, it's one of the best feelings you can get, especially when it's a good figure. But there is a Marvel Legends version and an old school Toy Biz version, which does go for an insane amount of money. But the newer Marvel Legends version, it never really caught my attention, because the body they used is not the new Spider-Man body. It's like the old kind of skinny, lengthy, kind of young teenage looking body. I definitely think he looks better when he's more filled out, and the muscular structure kind of looks more of like a grown man, or he just looks a little more built. But yeah, this guy's awesome. Highly recommend adding him to your collection if you like this version of Spider-Man. But number one, Spider-Man 2099. But yeah, man, here are all my top 10 greatest figures of 2022 from my personal decision. At the end of the day, this is just for fun. I'm not trying to create any bias or controversy over what the best figures are. Hands down, these are just my decisions, and I think all these figures are great, and there are definitely plenty of other options out there. It was very hard to make this decision, because 2022 was filled with so many epic action figures. I think we can all agree on that. But you know, whether it's SH Figure Arts, Mezco, Marvel Legends, yada yada, so many figures just came out this year. I did want to include some third-party brands. I think I included it in the beginning of the video, like Felix Toys, but there are some other companies that just keep dropping bangers, man, like some new out-of-the-pocket kind of stuff, and that's what I've been kind of leaning more towards in. But this year, these are all my favorite figures, and I'm super happy that I chose these top 10, and I don't think I could have made a better top 10 decision. But thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more content, and let me know what your favorite figures are of 2022. And yeah, anyways, peace out, guys. Have a good day.